Assalamu alaikum viewers. My name is Maham Fakhr and I'm going to discuss about a prototyping tool Adobe XD. A video clip submitted in partial fulfillment of the requirement for the course Advanced Human Computer Interaction by Dr. Javed Anjum Sheikh. All the copyright transferred to Dr. Javed Anjum Sheikh. First of all, I am going to describe prototyping. So what is prototyping? Prototyping is an integral part of design thinking and user experience design in general because it allows us to test our ideas quickly and improve on them in an equal time fashion. Introduction to Adobe XD. Adobe XD is the Adobe prototyping tool for user experience and interaction designers. Adobe XD features are used to creating wireframes, prototypes, and screen designs for digital products such as websites and mobile applications. As we are going to discuss the features of Adobe XD, the first feature is Repeat Grid. Repeat Grid means helps creating grid of repeating items such as lists and photo galleries. Prototype and animation. It means that create animated prototypes through linking artboards. These prototypes can be previewed on supported mobile devices. Interoperability means that XD supports and can open files from Illustrator, Photoshop, Photoshop Sketch, and After Effects. In addition to the Adobe Creative Cloud, XD can also connect to other tools and services such as Slack and Microsoft Teams to collaborate. XD is also able to auto-adjust and move smoothly from Mac OS to Windows. For security, prototypes can be sent with password protection to ensure full disclosure. When we are talking about voice design, applications can be designed using voice commands. In addition, what users create for smart assistants can be previewed as well. Components means user can create components previously known as symbols to create logos, button and other assets for reuse. Responsive resize. Responsive resize means it automatically adjusts and sizes picture and other objects on the artboards. This allows the user to have their content automatically adjust from different screen for different size platforms such as mobile phone and PCs. Plugin means that XD is compatible with custom plugins that add additional features and uses plugin range from design to functionality, automation and animation. Now prototype for sketching, paper prototype, low fidelity wireframe, HTML prototypes and interactive prototypes. First of all, we are discussing about the cost of Adobe XD. Starter package for personal use is free. We are using the personal use package here. Then if you want to single application for professional and small team, so you can buy it in US dollar 9.99 per month. If you want all app including 20 plus Creative Cloud apps including XD, Photoshop, Illustrator and After Effects, so you can buy it in US dollar 52.99 per month. It runs on Windows, Mac OS, iOS and Android. Ease of use. The beauty of Adobe XD is that you feel at home as you are starting using it. Novice to expert. Photoshop makes web design hard, but XD make it easy. You won't regret it, especially the master page templating and export options. You can even make clickable mockups. The versatility is it is very versatile and easy to use as compared to Photoshop. Adobe XD features are used to creating wireframes, prototypes and screen designs for digital products such as website and mobile application. As we all know that Adobe XD is very easy as compared to Adobe Photoshop. It means that it will provide intuitive tools for easily connecting screens and creating interactive prototypes that can be utilized in user testing without the need for code. So now I'm going to give you a tour of the interface of Adobe XD and how can we create a prototype on Adobe XD. First of all, you can download Adobe XD. So first of all, open Adobe XD from the startup menu. Also you can download it Click here web 1920. There are multiple options: custom size, Instagram story, web 1920 in iPhone 12 Pro Max. So I'm going to create a web prototype, so I have selected web 1920. When I'm selecting web 1920, there are multiple options are available. There are rectangle, circle, polygon, line, pen, text, artboard, and zoom options are available. There are layers available like in Photoshop. There are multiple options available here, and there is a board where we can design our website. First of all, click on the top menu and import. Like I have downloaded some images here. I have select an image and import it here. Image, right, make it image here, and you can drag it like this. Control plus shift, and then from scrolling you can zoom in and zoom out like this. Control plus shift and zoom and zoom in and zoom out like this. First of all, we can size the image, align the image like this, and then control shift and zoom it like this. Shift, so place like this, and zoom in. Shift, place like this. Okay, first of all, lock that image by, like we are doing multiple things, so we can lock at this image, so it will not going here and there like that. First of all, if I want to write anything, if I want to place any logo on it, so I am going to write from selecting text, I am writing here Pakistan travels. Like I'm making a website of Pakistan travels, and by selecting the text, I can change the size of that text like 50. I can change the color of that text, fill, then we can do it by white because all the colors are very bright, and then we can select it. And if I want to do anything with the text, must select that text, then there is an option visible here. Regular, we can change it by bold, and then place it here. We can add a shape here. I'm going to add a shape here so it looks like a proper logo. Like I'm adding here a polygon like this, and I can change the color of polygon by blue, by green or blue, like which color suits the most, like blue. And then this polygon is like this. Uh, by clicking on shift, click on that, and then group it, so the both are moved at the same time. Okay, group it, and this will be our logo now. If I want to add any button, as you all know that there are multiple types of buttons are available in our websites. So there are sign up buttons, sign in buttons. So I'm going to add here a sign up button like this. From text, I am writing here sign up. Okay, creating a button by the rectangle shape like this. And for we can curve it like this. We can change the color of it, remove the borders, and fill it with like blue color, or if you want any color you like, so you can add here like this. Okay, when we are going to selection tool, when we are going to place it, so the text is on the upper side of that rectangle. So go to the layer part, and rectangle is behind the sign up. Now you can see that you can easily do this by align this. Click on it, shift, click on the text, and by this option you can align it on the mid side. Okay, it will be first of all we can group it. Okay, then right click on it and group it, so we can move it by once. If I want to add any social media icon, I can add easily like this. I am going to import here a icon I have downloaded and import it, and I can place it any like this. Like fill it with red color, or you can see that you can black, blue, white. No, we don't need any color. Import and place it here, and you can place a logo like here. There are, you can also add here other logos, so it looks like this. Also you can write here a text like travel. Select the text and you can change it by some other text type, and bold it or regular, or change the size. And and like travel. We can change the opacity, background blur be background, we can change the background by blur. So we can write here anything, or we can do it anything like this, like this. So it will we will create a very creative type of web pages here. We can create our ideas here. So Adobe Photoshop is very useful for prototyping, means to think and sketch our idea. It allow us to test and our ideas very quickly. So here is my whole presentation. Thank you so much all of you for listening to me, for seeing my presentation. Hope this will help you so much. Thank you so much.